to my channel. My name is Mimi if you're new here. Today's makeup look is going to be on this bronzy gold halo eye that I created using the Soft Glam Anastasia palette. I tried to include some tips and tricks that I think will be useful to you guys if you're new at halo eyes. These are just things I've learned with experience and I thought I could share it with you guys because I know that halo eyes can be pretty intimidating. So without further ado, let's get started. How did I already hit pan on tempera? I've used this palette like maybe 3 or 4 times and I've already hit pan on that. Anyway, so the first shade I'm going to take is Burnt Orange, and I'm just going to use this in the crease and upper crease area. I have some like dry patches on my eyes right now. I've come to realize that no matter what kind of makeup wipes I use, I haven't found one that doesn't irritate the skin on my eyes yet. Yesterday I used a makeup wipe to take off my makeup because I was lazy. And it started burning even when I put on my eye cream after, and then today I have some dry patches there that I can see. So I hope the shadows will be able to still blend decent over top. Next I'm going to take Rustic right here, and I'm just going to place this slightly below Burnt Orange, but following the same shape. So I'm putting it along the crease right into the inner corner because we are doing a halo eye. Next, I'm going to switch to a smaller brush. This is just like a travel size MAC 217. I'm taking Cypress Umber right here, the darkest brown, and I'm going to work this lower into the crease and more so on the lid, on the inner and outer corner. Damn, I got some serious dry skin. Like, the more shadow I put on it, the more it shows. It looks like some crocodile skin. So just work this below those 2 colors. If you need to go back to the previous crease brush to soften everything and blend it together, and do so. So for this step, I typically will do either patting motions or windshield wiper motions, but I keep it below my crease. Basically just using the space on my lid to do windshield wiper motions and not bringing it too high. And if I want to pack on more color, then I'll use pressing motions before I do the windshield wiper motions. I'm just going to take Mulberry right here, just the red, with that same MAC 217. And I'm going to place it over top of Cypress Umber just to warm up the brown a bit. Now switching to a smaller dome brush, I'm going to take Mulberry again and Cypress Umber, mix those 2 together, and I'm going to just pack it nice and close to my lash line, just because the 217 is a little bit big for my eye shape, so I can't get right in the inner and outer corner. So for halo eyes, the easiest way for me to do halo eyes and the quickest is if I just treat it like a smoky eye at the beginning. So it doesn't matter if I take like the darkest pigment and I run it across my whole lid, just because we are going to go in with some concealer to clean up the center of the lid. So I don't have to worry about taking like a tiny little brush and only getting the inner and outer corner. I find that takes a long time, just packing on that color and like trying to blend it out smoothly. That takes a while. So I'll just pack it across basically my whole lid and then go in with some concealer to clean it up. So I just treat it like a smoky eye. And for me, I find that's the quickest way, and it still looks exactly the same. So now that I'm happy with the intensity on my lids, on the inner and outer corners mainly, I'm going to cut the crease now. I'm going to do like just cut the center. So I just take my concealer, start at the bottom, do that trick where you put it at the bottom of your lid, look up. That should be your marker, because sometimes I take it a little bit too far. Guilty. I have a love-hate relationship with using this little lip brush to cut the crease. It's because it's small and precise, and I love that. But I have to keep going back in with more concealer because it doesn't hold that much concealer. And I like to bring it out on either side pretty far. And I just do that so that I have some leeway when I'm blending out the inner and outer corner, and I don't take in like the center of the lid, the halo, too narrow. So I like to give myself a lot of room to work with. So now I'm just taking my little dome brush, taking Cypress Umber again, and I'm going to start to bring in the inner and outer corner. Just over top of the concealer without setting it or anything. I don't know, just if you don't set it, like going straight in with the Cypress Umber on the concealer, it gives it a really nice gradient without you having to do much effort or much heavy blending. So this step is where you want to start paying attention if they're even. So you don't want to take one in too far like this way and the other one's not. So try to match the shape of the halo. So for the lid shade, I'm just going to take a small synthetic little shader brush like this. I'm going to take glistening and then I'm going to spray the brush. And what I like to do is carve out this top edge first. Make sure that's a crisp line. And then I'll start to pat it onto these sides. Going back to that little dome brush, taking Cypress Umber, and I'm just going to intensify the inner and outer corners. I'm going to tap into Sienna, and I'm just going to pat this right along the edge of glistening, just so that it's like a smoother blend. I'll do one eye first so you guys can see the difference. Do you guys see the difference? One eye. I mean, this guy still looks good, but I don't know. I just like adding that extra little bit of color right along the edge to give it a more like 3D effect. More dimension, what have you. Oh! How did that even happen? Bro, am I like losing my mind today? Can you please tell me how that happened? I'm so glad I caught that on video. Alright, trying again. I'm not even surprised. I'm like the clumsiest person in real life. Okay. So for this look, I'm going to do eyeliner, but I'm not going to do a wing. As you can tell from the side here, I kept it pretty round, the eyeshadow shape. If I wanted to wing it out, I would have brought the shadow out to like smoke it out a bit more. But that just changes the eyeshadow look. So I'm taking my M Cosmetics eyeliner. It's called the Illustrative Tip Eyeliner. And I'm just going to line my lash line to prep for falsies, but I'm not going to do a wing. Before I go in with lashes, I'm just going to go in with my Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. For lashes today, I'm going to go in with these House of Lashes in the style Natalia. They look like this. They're like on the wispy PC side. I'm a fan. So while the glue for my lashes is drying, I'm going to take Tempera. I always want to say tempura, and sometimes I do. I've watched a few of my videos and I say tempura because I'm always thinking about food, but it's tempura. One thing I've noticed is that I have really like long eyes because a lot of lashes that people have to cut, they fit my eyes perfect, but the ones that like I hear other people's, like the Ardells and stuff that people don't have to cut, they come up like so short of my eye. I have to literally put it towards like near the middle of my eye. Okay, so lashes and base are done. I used my Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation. I'm doing a review on this as well. I do like the foundation. I've worn it before. Before I start talking about the Bobbi Brown foundation, like from now on, let me just talk about the Marc Jacobs foundation real quick. It's a pretty good foundation, but I don't recommend it for people who have like textured skin or like large pores or anything like that. I do find that this could sink into your pores because it's such a like light and thin consistency that it can just settle into fine lines and sink into your pores. I read a lot of reviews on Sephora that said the same thing. I also noticed it on my cheeks where I have like a little bit of peach fuzz, that it was kind of, it wasn't looking as smooth, you know what I mean? And that says a lot because I don't have a lot of peach fuzz on my face. I do shave my face, so it was just like on one of those off days. So I can't imagine somebody who doesn't shave their face and has like a normal amount of peach fuzz. I don't know how this is going to work with that, but it does last a pretty long time with oily skin and it does photograph beautifully. Other than that, I love that it's a self-setting matte finish and I love the shade match, so I will be keeping it. I'm also a foundation hoarder, so even foundations that I like think are meh, I'll still keep them. The only foundations that I'll return are the ones that are like completely not my color match and that I like absolutely hate, but I'm a foundation hoarder, so I'll be keeping this as well. Okay, so now to finish off the lower lash line, do we want to do a halo effect on the bottom? Okay, let's do that. I'm going to use my go-to shading brush right here. The lighting is so much better now, like I can see in my viewfinder. Earlier when it was like still really sunny out, it was just disrupting my studio lighting, but like this lighting, I'm like, I like it. Okay, I'm going to take Rustic, keep with that halo effect on the bottom as well. So I'm just going to put this on the inner and outer corner. Not too much on the inner corner though, mainly just on the outer corner. I don't want it to be too dark in here. I'm going to take a little pencil brush and I'm going to take Cypress Umber. I'm going to push this right up against the lash line like an eyeliner. And I'm just switching brushes to a more like flat topped synthetic brush. I'm going to take Glistening again right on the tip of it, and I'm also going to wet the brush, and I'm just going to use pressing motion so that I don't get a lot of fallout right in the center. I'm going to switch to that little shader brush. I'm not taking any more product on the shader brush, but I'm going to use whatever is left over it to run it right underneath of Glistening, just so that we have that same like halo effect on the bottom. And for the inner corner highlight, I'm going to take Tempera. I'm just taking that little dome brush to kind of soften where it meets with the darker shades. I'm just going to go in with a nude eye pencil. This will just help brighten up the eyes, make your eyes look whiter and a little bigger as well. So now going in with mascara. So for lips, I'm going to use MAC WHIRL lip liner. I used to have so many lip liners and I can't find any of them. Everything on me today is so crusty, like my skin, my lips, my eyelids, everything is just so crusty. Okay, I'm going to go in with MAC Pure Zen. And then over top, I'm using the Too Faced Lip Injection. Girl, what I need to do is put on lip balm. I had lip balm on the entire time I was filming, but they need some serious R&R, these lips. I'm not really going anywhere after, so it's fine. It's just for the video. Alright, that is it for this makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you in my next video.